All right, second graders, it's time for chapter 13. Chapter 13, part 3 of Lulu's Mysterious Mission. In the last part, we found out that Miss Zelinsky is a trained, amazing spy. And now Lulu has this burning question she wants to ask. Here we go. Could you, please, dear Triple S, did she just say dear? Would you stay here and train me to be a spy? Train her to be a spy? Lulu wanted spy training from the very exact same woman whom she repeatedly been chanting those most exceptionally unfriendly chants. Miss Zelinsky looked long and coldly at Lulu. Excuse me, she said, but what happened to all those cute little eeny, meeny, miny, moes? What happened to all those photographs you were sending to your parents to get them to fly back home on the very next plane? Weren't you only recently trying all kinds of fiendish tricks to get me to go? And now, all of a sudden, you want me to stay? Lulu hung her head. She was actually embarrassed. But Lulu, being Lulu, only stayed embarrassed for a few seconds. It's true, she told Miss Zelinsky, that I wanted you, the babysitter, to go. But I definitely want you, the spy, to stay. I just this minute decided that I want to be a spy when I grow up. And you are the perfect person to teach me how. Why would I want to do that? Asked Miss Zelinsky. Because I really want you to, answered Lulu. That's it, said Miss Zelinsky. Because you want me to? Do you really always get what you want? Usually, said Lulu. Are you saying yes? There's no reason in the world for me to actually say yes, said Miss Zelinsky. Actually, there is, said Lulu, with a warning in her tone of voice. If I send out these pictures of my rec room to my mom and dad, plus the entire universe, everyone will think you're the worst babysitter in town, maybe the world. Sophia Zelinsky, trained professional, ha! Your reputation would be dog poop. You are without a doubt, said Miss Zelinsky, the most exceptionally difficult of all the exceptionally difficult children I've ever babysat. But I wouldn't be, said Lulu, suddenly switching to a pretty pleased tone of voice, if I were being trained as a spy instead of being babysat by you. I'd obey your every command. I'd do whatever you told me to. I'd want to do a brisk run and eat bean and bean omelets. Miss Zelinsky, whose face had been as stern and as stony as something carved in a mountain, seemed to be softening a little bit. She did not want Lulu's parents to come home and fire her. She did not want her reputation to be dog poop. And training a spy would certainly be more interesting than being a babysitter, even if the spy she'd be training was Lulu. Total obedience? She asked. Total, Lulu promised. I'll get back with you with my answer in an hour, said Miss Zelinsky. Meanwhile, clean up as much of this mess as you can. Lulu started to say no way, she was not cleaning up this mess, and then she realized that probably wasn't a good idea. Instead, she stood straight up, clicked her heels, saluted, and said, yes, sir, to Miss Zelinsky. Except this time, she was saying it earnestly, so respectfully, so politely, that Miss Zelinsky was actually not amused. And that is the end of chapter 13. Totally the long one. All right, well, I wonder what's going to happen next. Is she going to agree to train her or not? Make a prediction and I'll see you next time.